Hello, welcome back to the channel Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Cambe. So this is the post-match of Liverpool 2, Lille 1. I nearly said nil then. It should have been nil, shouldn't it, really? Right, okay, let's get to it then, shall we? So, Liverpool still top of the league in the Premier League, still top of the league in the Champions League table, and I have to say that was a job done by Liverpool. I did state at the my preview that Lille were a good side, and I did tweet yesterday at half time, look, we need to score another goal because this is a very, very good and organised team. And it proved to be, didn't it, with them getting the equaliser when they went down to 10 men in the second half. So they scored 3 minutes after that, and I think Verge was not happy at all, was he, with how they conceded that goal. So let's get to it. First 30 minutes, very cagey. We were looking after the ball. We weren't trying to do anything silly. And then the press in midfield was superb. Simicast wins the ball. The player goes down as if he's been shot when he's not been fouled at all. Great pass by Curtis, and Mo does the business. I'll touch on Mo when I speak about the players. So yeah, and it was comfortable. I think they only had one shot on target throughout the whole game, and obviously they scored from that. It was a comfortable night for the Reds. I thought the team selection was spot on. Even when the changes were made at half time with Maka coming on and Harvey. Looks like that Curtis had picked up a bit of a knock, but I thought that was his best game for Liverpool. That first 45 minutes, I thought he was outstanding. And yeah, really, we should have had 2 or 3 in the first half. Mo was the culprit. He was either shooting, being greedy, and not laying off his teammates, or his passes were not going to the players, especially in the box. They were so heavy-handed. Mo's a brilliant player, has been, but you know, I was a bit frustrated with him in that first half hour, and obviously he scores the goal. And to be fair, he was a bit the same second half. I thought he was a bit too greedy. There was 3 midfield players busted the gut to get into the box, and he decided to shoot when a pass would have been far better. But yeah, people will laud him getting his 50th European goal. People saying Champions League, but I think it's 50 in all European competitions for Liverpool. So yeah, that's just my take on Mo. I'm just giving constructive criticism about him. And that's all it is. Okay, so please don't shoot me down. I'm sure you have your own opinions about him, but yeah, that's what I felt in the first half hour of his performance, and bits of his performance in the second half. And it's one of them, isn't it, where Arnie Slot won't take him off. I would take him off, especially second half. But we get on to the second half. So yet again, we're controlling the game. There's no impetus from Lille. They are a good team, good young players in that team. There's 2 or 3 that I would have certainly be looking seriously at it, you know, in the summer transfer window. But the inevitable happened. They get a man sent off. We switch off 3 minutes later, and it's a poor goal to concede. You know, really, really is. So yeah, it was, but I was comfortable because of the firepower that we had and the chances that we were creating and missing. I thought it'll be a matter of time before we get the the second, and look, I have to say, one of the star players for 49 minutes in that second half, Harvey Elliott. Thought that was a very good performance by him. Yeah, the shot got deflected, but hey, it was on target. Would it have beat the keeper? We'll never know, will we? But yeah, 2-1, and then we controlled. We could have made it 3-1. But when it was 1-0, Maka had a header in the second half, didn't he? And things like that. So I want to talk about the players. Ali couldn't have done nothing with the goal. I thought that Conor Bradley grew into the game, if I'm honest with you. Thought Kwanzaa grew into the game as well. Verge just gave a captain's performance to me. You could hear him screaming when the ball was being played about on the park. You could hear him telling where the ball should be going. Geeing up the players. I mean, he wants this so bad, doesn't he? I mean, it was a superb performance by him. Tsimikas Kostas, I named him my man of the match, and I tell you why, because of his crossing, which were dangerous, but his overall performance, his defending, his attacking abilities, trying to get involved in the play. But I thought he had a really, really good game. I know he got taken off, but I have to say that that was a really good performance by him, and he deserved the man of the match for me. Midfield was good to see. Perfect. They played well. Ryan's Ryan, isn't he? I said Curtis Jones had a tremendous game. Dominic played really, really well. And, we are so solid in that department there and up front. And I know people are screaming and shouting, we need another midfielder in. We need a left back in. We need a centre half in. And things like that. But you have to say, the way that our midfielders performed this season has been nothing but outstanding. So yeah, I touched on Tsimikas, Virgil, Jones up front. Like I said, Mo was indifferent, but he got his goal. He should have set up 2 or 3 others, and scored probably 2 or 3 others. But yeah, Darwin Núñez. He didn't score, but you know what? That was probably an accomplished performance by him. His pressing in the first and second half, he ran his socks off, and that also would give him some confidence as well. I know he didn't score, but he was there or thereabouts. He was wanting to score. He had a couple of half chances, but look, he might put them away on Saturday against Ipswich. Endo. What can I say about Endo? The Japanese warrior. He was tremendous when he came on. When we needed him, he was all over the place. He was getting free kicks for us. He was looking after the ball. I think he might have just given it away once when he came on, but Arne Slot's rotation was absolutely spot on in this game. It really, really was. I thought we were going to win the game, if I'm honest with you, comfortably after we scored the second one. But look, I'd take that 2-1. Another player I just want to mention, Federico Chiesa. I think we are starting to see what he's going to bring to this team. All this nonsense about him going in January was never happening, was it? Look at the performance he paid. Look at when Harvey Elliott scored. He was the first one to him, and he was a sub. And when he came on, he had 2 chances to score from the left-hand side. talk about him, he should be playing from, from the right-hand side. Talk about him, he should be playing from the left-hand side. But I tell you what, he's far more productive on our right than he would be probably from our left rather than on our right. I was really impressed with his performance, and he got a few more minutes, and I think he's quietly settling in to this team because we will need him. You know, I can just imagine us getting a goal from him last minute somewhere before the season's out to get 3 points. That would be just fantastic. I mean, the way he celebrates the goals and the chances and whatever, he's fitting in really, really well. Look, I was mentioned on Slot, his performance as our coach and getting the subs on at the right time, seeing out games. Like I say, Elliott, Maka, Endo, Chiesa, Trent, all off the bench. You know, quality, 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 quality. That's all you can ask for. Not many teams have that coming off their bench in the Premier League, you know, or maybe in the Champions League. I mean, people are making us favourite for the Champions League, but as Onslaught says, let's just take one game at a time. So where does it leave us with one game to go? We'll finish in the top two. You know, we have to just get a point at PSV next week and see if we can do that. If we don't, Barcelona are overtaking us on the goal difference because they've got a better goal difference than us, so might finish on the same points as them. But look, we're going to the last 16, and you know, and they'll be played in March, those games. So we'll get February off, and there ain't going to be no easy games. I look at the format and I'm thinking the likes of City down there, Real Madrid and other big teams, are they really bothered about finishing in the top 8? They just want to finish in the top 16, don't they? And just take on teams that are finished in the top 8 and get them knocked out over two legs. So yeah, I was looking at that. Look, we'll play anybody. The teams will be fearing us because of what we are at the moment. Best team in Europe, unbeaten, 100% record, 70% record in the Premier League. So yeah, it's looking good. I think we might have moved on for that slight blip that we had with the consecutive draws. We've now played 2 games and won 2 games, scored 4 goals, conceded 1. So yeah, it's looking really good. Okay, if you like this video, please give me a like, please share it, and if you're new to watching it, please subscribe to the channel. This is all things Liverpool on Up the Reds TV with me. So I'm at the Ipswich game, which I'm really looking forward to. I hope this silly weather storm, that whatever it's called, does one, if I'm honest with you. I don't want the game to be called off because I'm really looking forward to that, getting back at Anfield. I'll do a preview on Friday of the Ipswich game, and I'll do your post-match when I get back from the game on Saturday. Okay, enjoy your evening, and I will speak to you at the back end of the week. Up the Reds.